A moment of Mike James magic.
The script was written for Wilbekin.
Mike James does it again. Scotty Wilbekin, nothing but net.
How many times has he done this in his career?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Watchalong, where you get to watch the EuroLeague Game of the Week with yours truly. I'm Anthony Goods, representing Swish Cultures, and we got two very special guests, two friends of mine, two guys I done crossed paths with on many a times over the last few years. First and foremost, my guy Cornell Jenkins, the sports physicist. Cornell, what's good, bro?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, man. I'm glad to be here. How you doing?
Man, good to see you again. And last but not least, we got the man himself, Mr. Skip Through That Lane. Some of y'all know him as Filayyy. Some of them know he's basketball's MC, and then some of y'all may even know him on the court as Jesse Jones himself, the guy with the hezzies, the pull-ups. He's got the full package. Please give a nice EuroLeague welcome for my man Filayyy. What's good, bro?
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Glad to be here. Glad to showcase my talent, man. Let's have a good time, bro. Let's get it.
Man, I don't know what y'all got for Christmas, man, but I got a heck of a game for y'all today, man. We got Maccabi versus Monaco, Mike James, Scotty Wilbekin. We got Derek Williams, Dante Hall. We got a lot of talent on both sides of the court. It's gonna be a heck of a game, man. I hope you're ready. You might have some content after this one's done.
I might have some content.
You gotta get
I might have some content, bro. I'm not even lying. I know I am. Messing with Mike James. I already know.
Yeah, it's going crazy, and everybody back home watching, please, if you're trying to watch this game that we're about to be watching here, go to EuroLeague.tv. You can sign up over there and catch all the EuroLeague action, the EuroLeague games. If you are looking for a discount, we have our old discount code Watchalong10. That's Watchalong and the number 10. You get 10% off. And please give us your predictions, comments, anything you guys want to get it in the YouTube section. And if you got comments for Filayyy, I'll get that over to him too. But yeah, man, it's looks like the game is the guys are getting warm and about to have a nice one, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. Right now, the two. What'd you say? Filayyy?
I am too, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the two teams are evenly matched. Pretty much, Monaco is about 14th in the standings, and Maccabi is 11th. The Monaco, they're coming off a 92-84 loss against Alba Berlin, despite a strong game from Mike James and a season high from Donatas Monteyunis. Alba used a strong finish to the second quarter to take a 40-30 lead in a halftime before withstanding a fourth quarter run versus Monaco. Maccabi, on the other end, they lost to Zenit St. Petersburg 73-71. Jalen Reynolds paced Maccabi with 24 points and 11 rebounds, and Derek Williams added 14 points for the visitors. Williams took over with a huge dunk that completed Maccabi's comeback 70-71 with 17 seconds left. But Zenit, Billy Barron buried a three-pointer, and Scotty Wilbekin missed at the buzzer. So, Jesse, let me ask you something. These two teams, you have Scotty Wilbekin and you have Mike James, who you're familiar with. Do you have a prediction for us today?
The crazy part is I'm really familiar with both of them. I watched Scotty Wilbekin in college, and the crazy part is I didn't know about Mike James until I did that video on him, the first one where he was floating the ball to the sky. So I mean,
yeah, it was crazy.
I know Scotty been overseas for a little while, but honestly, I just feel like that mode Mike James in right now, like I feel like he don't see anybody. Like he don't it's people's there on the court, but he don't see them. So like I think it's gonna be a hard night for Scotty, but also Scotty's not a slouch. I feel like it's gonna be a hard one for Mike too. He's gonna have to, he gonna have to stay on his toes as well. But it's like I'm just used to the crazy highlights, so I know if they let him come out early gunning, Scotty gonna be in for a long one. But I feel like Scotty a little bit more of a PG. He still could score, but he a little bit more laid back with it. He a floor general, Mike floor general too, but he more like I'm gonna get you early. I'm gonna strike you. So I think I'm gonna go with Mike. Because I really like Mike James' game, man. He reminds me of myself, like just being able to play your game at any level you play at. Like, I want to be able to get to that when I play basketball. So I'm definitely going to take Mike. But I want to see what Scotty get into. I might be wrong.
Okay, well, that's a good prediction. I mean, it looks like we got the starting fives coming out right now. We have Wilbekin, Evans, Taylor, Williams. I think it's going to be a competitive game as well. We have Lee, we have James, Thomas, Diallo, and Monte Eunice. So, yeah, he could go too. The last,
it's up. Yeah,
it's going down. Hey, real quick, I think we can. We got your old Mike clip. We got your old clip with Mike James. I think we can throw to that.
Oh my God, tween, double cross, pound dribble, step back.
Oh my God.
Down, blang. Run down, full speed, excuse me, 1, 2.
That other
Blah,
one crazy.
double cross, tween, cross, tween, 1, 2, step back, tween, double cross, skip to 1, 2, hop.
Yo, it's like it's how he keep the ball so low.
This might be the craziest dime I've seen. No look off the screen. Hey! This is not easy, bro. Over the big. No look. On point catch. Oh my God.
The Hayes. Hey!
Turn me up, coach. Let's go, man.
Hey man. I think underrated though, man. Like Scotty Wilbekin and Mike James gonna be interesting, man. But I pray for the rims tonight. I pray for the rims tonight with Derek Williams and Dante Hall on both sides.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, both of those guys got rockets in their knees, and it's gonna be.
I just seen Derek Williams in full sweat, so he not playing.
He ran to the gym.
Yeah. He not playing.
Man, the last time they played was crazy.
Some
of the dunks that game was crazy, bro. I mean, Hall, man, look, some of the stuff I saw, I got up, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yo, it's the level of competition at over there, bro. Like, it's just a level of competition. Like, it don't matter. They take that stuff, like, they don't take it for granted. That's why I like overseas, man. These dudes all right, this is where I'm at. Let's just make the best of it, It's like, it's not about what's going on around. It's like, it's what's going on inside of your journey. But it's just the overall competitive nature of overseas basketball, Oh, that's my boy. That's why he commented with the Providence. Okay, I see. Yeah, y'all brought me on the right. See? It's going down.
Come on, bro. We got you, bro.
I'll tell you, the early Christmas or late Christmas present, man. It's a late Christmas present. We gotta.
My boy's slow.
It's about to be a good one, man. And I think Monaco's very strong at home. They get real comfortable. Mm-hmm. Mike James always tortured up when he's at the house. But so I think it's gonna be
he came back to
a
his
really
team,
nice
right?
game. Nah, this is his first time playing with Monaco.
Okay.
They had similar jerseys. He was with Milan, but they had the black and gold jersey. That's what you're thinking of. Yeah. They had similar jerseys though. Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was that
one. But they about to look like they about to tip it off, man. So this is gonna be
right. For the land of the.
You see, they got stat. They got standing room only.
Right, man. This guy, Scotty got off last game, bro. So I'm curious to see if he can have another one of those performances. Yeah, he went off for I think 37.
They all got blank stares.
Oh, yeah, it's personal, bro.
It's personal. Like, this about to be a dog fight. I like games like this.
Nah, for sure, man.
Slow-mo, check my boy out on the big screen. Turkish. I like it.
D Will with the early steal. D Will with the early steal. Let's see what let's see. I want to see who else is gonna step up for Maccabi though, man. Because good pass. You know, every team got they leading scorers, but that's who the defense is designed to stop. So it's gonna be interesting to see who step up, man. Because I mean, both of these teams being on the bottom half of the EuroLeague standings and trying to make playoffs, you know, it's gonna be you're gonna have to do a lot to get this win. So.
I like the high pick and roll action from both teams. Actually, you know, Mike is a wizard off the pick and roll.
Yeah, and especially you want to keep him up top so he can get downhill. You know what I mean? And he got options. He can go both directions. D Will so nice, bro.
Between, excuse me. Why you go right that kitchen word? So I got one.
D Will so.
You know what that means.
D Will so nice.
ISO.
D Will so nice, man. I got Monaco winning this game at home, man. I think they for sure gonna take this one.
Hold on.
Do you think it's gonna be a close game?
Yeah, it's gonna be a close game.
Reball.
I think it's gonna.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout for sure. It's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, for sure. But
yeah,
let's go. Y'all gotta watch that bit.
That's
a good find. That's a good find.
I knock it down.
See, Maccabi so nasty on the fast break. D Will and one, baby.
I thought he was about to
with the left too.
I thought he was gonna boom.
With the left, I didn't know he had the left.
Nah, he was him in college. I'll tell you that, boy.
Yeah, nah, he was tough, man. So
still doing his thing.
So let's talk about your. Yo, my left belong in the Naismith Hall of Fame, but we ain't talking about that right now. So we gonna get to Filayyy. Yo, so Filayyy, man. For those that don't know, obviously you played professional basketball. You play professional basketball as well. How has your transition been from obviously maintaining a professional career and obviously maintaining, you know, your content and your business page? How has been finding the balance between doing both?
I kind of found a nice little balance maybe about a year or two ago. And I tell people this all the time. The balance came after I left with Dev and Cornell. Just watching them, you know, just handle their business the way they handle their business and the people they had around them. When I went back home, it just allowed me to, you know, focus in more. You know, they taught me what branding is supposed to be. You know, and one thing Cornell always told me was, you know, you got to know your own brand. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to know yourself to a point where nobody can tell you. So after that, after leaving Cali, I went back home and I just started to brand myself out, work hard. And I was able to manage it because this is something I do. You know, Filayyy is me. It's not like I'm not going on social media and I got to put on a fake mask and be somebody I'm not. Like, this is who I am. So it's just like, I can maintain basketball and do this because it's just like when I'm not on the court, I'm doing this commentary in the house every day. Like, this is like something I do on a regular basis. So, you know, I think I would say going to Canada definitely made it a little tough because you're traveling. You know, you out all night. You know, you got games. You got to focus. But I did a good job of managing it because I'll do so what I'll do was when I was in Canada, I'll do 10 videos and I'll just post them out the week. You know, I'll find videos that don't correlate to basketball because you can't post all highlights. So I would do like funny videos, 10 on Monday, and I'll stretch it out through the week. So it was just like something that I found easier for me to do because it's what I do. So the branding part is just like, I would say stay consistent. You know, a lot of people ask me all the time about branding and, you know, social media, how you keep your brand up. And it's just like, you got to continue to post great content. It's hard to say, but it's just like when you have a following, you have to post stuff that's going to catch their eye, you know. So that's what I try to do every time. But definitely like, you know, playing professionally and trying to do it is definitely tough. But, you know, I don't take no challenges short. You know, every challenge I take, I try to, you know, go on full head of steam, and it's been easy for the last couple of years. So that's what I've been doing lately. Oh, good pass.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. Hey, Filayyy, let me ask you. So, you obviously you playing, you still hooping. What was it like when we trained together? I mean, man, when you came to Cali, that was probably one of the best experiences that we've all probably had, just to be able to be in the same house and working out, cooking. I mean, we was even playing the guitar and singing. You remember that?
Bro, I remember all that, bro. I tell people that all the time. Is just like they ask me, what was the hardest work you ever put in? And I be like, I went to LA, man. Because the difference between, I could say the difference between, the West Coast and the East Coast, it's the reach you have to dudes that play at the highest level on a daily basis. Like in New Jersey, don't get me wrong, we got pros, but you don't have access to their knowledge. Like I went to Cali, Dev brought me to the runs. You got John Lucas, you got Chris Copeland, you got Pooh Nickens, you got Bobby Brown, so like I'm in the gym with dudes that already played at the highest level or yet played overseas, and I'm learning. That knowledge I got from them, it helped me become a better pro. It helped me become a better player because they saw like, all right, we got this young boy in here. We not gonna hate on him. We gonna teach him. We gonna, so he could learn and have a better career. Like that's the thing I like about when I went to LA. But just to comment on the workouts. It was work I never seen before. It was work like it wasn't until I got to LA and worked out with you that I knew what real work meant. And real work is like you gotta understand your body, but then again you gotta push yourself to a certain extent where you can get better. And after I left LA, my whole mental, my whole vision, it changed, bro. Like you helped me get bouncier. Like I came back home, they was like, yo, like why you dunking so, why you jumping so high? I'm like, tap in, man. But yeah, it was just a lock in mentality for me, bro. Like the way y'all was locked in, it made me lock in more. It made me understand, my game and understand where I want to work and understand how it is and what it takes to be a pro. You got to put in extra work. Like a different, it has to be a excess amount of work you have to put in. Because mind you, for me, I'm coming from a D2 JUCO. I'm coming from a D2 college, out of school for a long time. So there's dudes that play D1 already get looked at. I got to work 50 times harder just to get an eye on me. That's how I look at it.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I could say that locked in mentality, man. Just getting up every day and just making it happen. Just working out, bro. Like just getting up and staying disciplined. Like that's what I learned from there, bro. 'Cause don't get me wrong, I was working out, but just staying disciplined. Oh, let me get that.
Right.
Oh! Why you just dunk on him like that? I just turned my leg like that. Flying.
Ugh.
Oh, look at my boy. Hey, he tough. He went to Maryland. Nah, he tough. He could shoot. He was in the summer league game, right?
Yeah. Nah, he got a ratchet for real.
Yo,
he
for
can
real.
He could definitely get him up, man. But yeah, we got a low scoring game to start off right now. It's 8-5. Maccabi's ahead of Monaco. But yeah, man. So Jesse, with all the basketball you've seen, obviously you watch a lot of NBA basketball. I'd like to call you like the basketball junkie type. What differences do you see in, let's just say, like EuroLeague style of play versus other styles you've either played or seen in other leagues so far?
One thing I can say about the EuroLeague, fast pace. You don't see sometimes in the NBA you don't see how it go 3, dunk, dom. Like the NBA a little bit more slow pace. It's a little bit more like CP3 and them dragging screens and stuff. Like I feel like overseas is a little bit more gritty. I feel like it's like a college game. It's like that college atmosphere. It's like we dogs, we going at it. That's the difference between, don't get me wrong, the NBA is the NBA, but I feel like when dudes get there, they kind of relax. They go at it, but depends on who it is. But this type of basketball, I feel like I still got that chip on my shoulder, regardless of where I'm at. So I feel like that's the difference. It's the flow of the game, the pace. Like you see how they setting screens back to back, Like that's the difference. NBA, you might get one cross screen, he roll, the other man rolling up. That's cool, but you ain't gonna get no double screen in one possession. So it's definitely different offensive wise and defensively too.
Yeah, look how they rotating right now.
You see how you see it, right? You see the effort,
Yeah,
like
they
the
pick up
intensity.
full. Yeah.
This game is crazy
Oh,
right
get
now.
that out.
Get that out of here.
Give me
Oh,
that.
you see, like this is the stuff that goes on over there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
I
So
forgot.
you would definitely want to play in like in a EuroLeague at some point in your career.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just about opportunity at this point. It's about going
Yeah,
to get it. But these are people that I watch. I watch these people to see
right.
like where can I be? What are these guys doing that I'm not doing to get myself where I want to be? That's tough. That's tough. Oh, dang, Dwayne. Well, almost
A
killed me.
little strong, a little strong.
Ugh.
And he made sure he better. Oh, that's a good pass. Gotta knock it down. Oh yeah, he little
You
down
got
there.
a you got a
Oh, he
particular
double.
you got a particular player in EuroLeague that you watch like most and try and like let's just say not necessarily model your game after, but like kind of watch and
Mm-hmm.
just see like okay he's at this level, this is what he does well type of thing.
It go for a while, it was Shane Larkin. Cause like I watched Shane because I was a big Kyrie fan. So when Kyrie was on the Celtics, Shane Larkin was coming off the bench. But he was like he was starting to get comfortable. Then the next year, like I just seen he wasn't there. So I was like, dang, I can't find Shane Larkin. So all of a sudden I just see him playing in the EuroLeague, and I'm like, oh no, this is dope. So I started watching his game ever since he was at Florida, because he was at Miami, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Larkins went
Yeah,
to
he was
Miami,
in
right?
Miami. Yeah,
So when I seen that, oh okay, James. Side note, little dunk right there.
Oh, okay.
You see that little dunk? But yeah, definitely Shane Larkin
Yeah.
at the time, because that was like one of the first like point guards I really seen like killing this. I just seen it. I'm not taking it as the point of there's not no other guys out here that's killing, but that's who the person I seen. But definitely Mike.
yeah.
After a while, just his movements, his pace, and his difficulty, his way, the way he shoots. Like he can shoot a lot of difficult shots. So shots that's not hard to make. So not saying I want to practice him, but I just look at the way he attacked. Like you gotta watch certain scorers. Like certain scorers are different. They score in different volumes. They score in different areas on the court. Like he's a all around scorer, and that's what I'm trying to be. And it's just like Shane Larkin, so definitely Shane for sure, and then Mike. Oh, that's knockdown. There you go.
Yeah, for
Yo,
sure,
3.
man. Yeah, and
Yeah,
everybody
I really
back
love
home,
basketball.
we
I really love
watching the Monaco Maccabi game right now. You can find it on EuroLeague TV. The score is 9-8. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Please tap in with us and go to EuroLeague.tv. We got a promo code Watchalong10. That's Watchalong and the number 10 if y'all trying to get 10% off of EuroLeague TV. But yeah, man, I think Mike James is definitely obviously he's known for scoring and making tough shots as you said. But I mean, and I've even seen it in this game. He's a very underrated passer. He doesn't get
I was just about to say that.
he doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't get enough credit for how well he passes the ball, man. And and that's just kind of the gift and the curse of being such a great scorer is like people overlook all the other things you do well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like they want to kind of throw you into that box like you're a scorer, but
That's
he
the
does so many other things.
They say a lot of things. It's like it's tough. That's why I kind of like gravitate to Mike James, because I see it. Dang, look at Scotty playing defense. Ooh. Side note, he moving over there. But yeah, that's the difference in turnover. But for Mike, body work. Like it's like the way he scores. It's like sometimes when I be shooting, dudes would be like, "Oh, you don't pass." I'm like, "But I just dimed this dude 4 or 5 times. Like you ain't say nothing about that. You gonna say something about the 3?" So it'd be tough. He's definitely a good passer. I definitely watch him all the time. I think he should be in the league, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely got a lot of talent. And everybody back home, please leave your comments in the comments section. We'll get to the comments, questions, anything you guys want to share. Please leave it in the comments section here on YouTube, and we'll get to it as this game continues on. And we got a score of 9-10 with Maccabi up top. But going back to
good
Wilbekin
pass
on that. Wilbekin on a couple possessions ago. One thing I love about EuroLeague, man, is like even the scorers are out here defending, man. Ain't nobody taking no plays off. You don't get no breaks. Like, you got to get down there and sit down like everybody else.
Yup.
Right.
Turn up. They playing defense, boy.
But Maccabi's out here right now.
They out here right now. Look. They out
Maccabi's out here.
I mean, even just getting a deflection, like I don't think people, sometimes you might not get the steal, right? Sometimes you might get a deflection, and I mean the way that they moving around and flying around is pretty impressive, bro. It's pretty impressive.
Scotty just surprised me. No, not surprised, but he just went over the screen 3 times to stop the point guard from getting the pass to the right wing. He getting over that. First of all, we in the EuroLeague. You just can't. It's hard to get through screens. I played in Canada, and them dudes were setting like illegal screens. So you got to really get in there and move your feet.
It be big dudes too.
Like, these dudes is big, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, for you to be able to, get over the screen and stop somebody full head of steam without them going behind the back and your knee going over there. You feel me? That's how it goes. But that right there stuck out to me. He's playing great defense, setting the tone for the defense. Look at this. Pass ahead, off the steal. They ready to go. Like they getting steals, they trying to get baskets. They're not trying to waste no time.
Yeah,
That's smart. With Mike James, because he could catch
I think the story is too. And I think the story too here is like, both of these teams coming off of losses last week, both of them need this game. Both of them want it. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. I mean, Monaco, has lost 7 of its last 8 games. I mean, they started off real hot at the beginning of the season, but, they've been struggling as of late. So, this is a game they really kind of need. They need this game, and
look how they move.
Bang out.
Oh, okay.
Alpha Diallo with the bang out.
Hey,
it's crazy. Diallo's only like 6'4", 6'5", but his arms are longer than all day. His arms are dumb long.
And I think that's what makes him a good defender as well, too.
Oh, for sure.
He's smoked down there. Excuse me. No foul.
Foul. Got him a foul. You got to see this one.
He said who, me?
He kind of got it.
He brought the arms down. You can't bring the arms down. That's what
he brought the arms down. He don't like that call, but
refs be like, you brought your arm down. I'd be like, he came into me though. You want me to just elbow me in my face? Okay. Refs be crazy, man.
He gotta earn this one though.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I swear, like having a big that can shoot free throws is like clutch.
It's heaven. It's heaven.
Man,
because now you don't mind doing that drop down pass because he gonna make the free throw.
Right.
Yeah, because they gonna foul him, but he gonna make the free throws. Oh,
you make that pass a little bit more. Oh. Okay. What's that point guard name bringing the ball up?
Paris Leaf.
Oh, I heard of him.
Yeah, that's
basketball
Paris
really
Leaf.
make you see a lot of people, bro. I swear.
Yeah,
you're right.
Sure.
Tween. Don't do that, babe. Oh, school me.
D Bacon.
Hey.
Did they count it? Did they count it?
Somebody touched it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it interference? Oh, they talking about it right now.
9. Didn't they count? Oh, no, they had 13.
No, they had 11. They talking about it, see if it counts right now.
Oh, that was the dunk. He had that made 11.
Yeah. No basket.
No basket.
They're gonna look at the clock. They're gonna look at the TV though to review it. But that was a nice move though. I don't know.
And while we got a break in action, I just want to let everybody know that you can watch this game live on EuroLeague TV. Go to EuroLeague.net for more info. Watchalong 10 is the discount code. It excludes Italy and Spain. Just want to throw that plug in there while they're reviewing this. And Filayyy, let me ask you something. So, I mean, did you expect the score to be what it is right now? Or, I mean, what were your thoughts about the first quarter?
To be honest, like I really had this vision in my brain that I was just gonna see a lot of deep threes and side step backs and stuff like that. And I was just like that was the first thing that came to my mind when you said Mike James. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, we definitely gonna see a lot of threes and step backs. But you know, it's dope to actually see, you know, that it's not just him walking down, killing like those buckets he's getting.
Right.
You gotta earn them buckets. Like those buckets is, you know, him getting in his bag. Like this is not nothing. Like I don't want people to think, and that's why I commentate the way I do, because people in the world think that it's easy to just walk in here and score. It's easy to just walk in here and do this against a 10-year vet, or you know, a 7-year vet, or somebody that's been killing the league. Like, you know, it's hard to get these buckets. You gotta really be good. So. Nah, I didn't think the game was gonna be this close or like this kind of slow, but I feel like it's gonna pick up, to be honest, because it's like they both need to win, so everybody is like anxious, like we need this, we gonna play hard.
Right.
They're gonna settle down, start making shots, offense gonna start rolling. It always happen like that with big games. It always starts the same way. I'm telling you, no matter what the level.
Right.
Nah,
Speaking of great players and vets, you know, we have the EuroLeague Fantasy Challenge, which is it's free of charge. It's an online game that gives EuroLeague fans the chance to select and manage their own teams, buy and trade players, compete against their friends, and have the chance to win great prizes. So the last week's scores, we have Mirotic will cost 17.2 credits to add to your team. Zizic will cost 12.9 credits. Lowe will cost 8.6 credits. DeColo, 13.6. And Larkin will cost 15.3 credits. So, Filayyy, I got another question for you. Who choose right now, based on everything that you've seen, who would you choose on your fantasy team? If you had one player, who would you go with for your EuroLeague fantasy team?
Who would I go with right now?
Yeah, who would you go with right now?
Any player in the EuroLeague.
Any player
in the EuroLeague. Yep.
Yeah, any player in the EuroLeague. You got a fantasy team. Who your first draft pick?
Oh, I'm drafting Mike. That's light. I need a bucket on my team. For sure.
Can't win if you don't score the ball. Can't win if you don't score the ball.
Right.
This is the thing. What people don't understand, man. When you building a team, you don't need 1,000 scorers. You just need one person that can put the ball in the hoop at any time, and you good. You get a big, you get a shooter, and you good. Trust me, these coaches be doing it wrong, man. I'm gonna go get me a point guard. I'm gonna get me a shooter, a nice little 3, 4 that rebound, and a 5 that dunk everything. Tell me, you ain't gonna lose.
Okay. I mean, both of these teams put together pretty well then.
Oh, exactly. I like how these teams put though. Good pass. Oh,
yeah.
Good pass. Dang, they on the rim.
Good look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they fighting for it.
It's gonna slow down for a little bit. Oh, hi Dwayne, skip through, big body.
Oh, bucket. Count that. Slow step me.
That was elite. That was
debate. Let me see all that. Florida State debate. Move, Scotty. Bye. Gotta go somewhere.
That was nasty.
Way, man. Yeah, he looking nice, like man. Dang.
Yeah, you gotta have a pretty.
Dwayne actually played pretty well the last time the two teams matched up. He played really well actually. He did a little bit of everything too.
The defense is crazy.
Adjusting well.
Yo, look at the defense. Sure. The defense is crazy.
Hey, Jello with the tray ball. Give me one. Angelo got a ratchet, man.
Hey, but did you see?
You see he did that?
Did you see the arms drop?
Yeah.
That's how you know it was going there. He didn't even follow through. He just was like, look.
He's like, I'm good.
That reminded me of myself.
Man, he got, not at all. But he got a, Hey, that reminds me of you. That last shot reminds me of you.
Oh
tough,
man,
boy.
That's a good drive by
left to
Diallo.
right.
I like that.
That's nice, man.
Why they put him on that island right there?
But even like my guy, like Angelo Calario, and you got Paris Lee out there. I mean, you got these guys went to small schools, man, and they ended up, making it. I mean, and even if you go to, think about like Eric McCollum and all the success that he's had. I think he was at a D3. It's just so many players overseas, man, playing at a high level that maybe didn't get that chance in college, man, and can show that, they could share the same court with somebody that has touched, high levels their entire career. And,
exactly.
I think it's such a dope league for that, man.
Move.
Good fun.
They doubling him. They not playing.
Yeah, man. They turn
high
it
too.
over a little too much.
Yeah, they turn it over.
Yeah.
Scotty. I feel like they just trying to run.
Yeah,
let me get that. Wow.
Yeah. No.
All right, now we got a 1 point game.
Oh, he held him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, man, it's tough. Like when a big ceiling like that, you almost have to grab him to get around him.
Yeah,
right.
I almost feel like they should let a little bit of that slide.
Me personally, though, I'm trying to get over the screen so I don't get stuck. That's just me in general.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not trying to.
But if you get nailed, you got to switch it.
You got to switch.
You get nailed, you got to switch it.
Oh, bye. Went over there.
Oh.
My boy almost fell off that screen. Oh.
Hey, Mike got those though.
Ooh,
Scotty ain't no bigs in there. Where the trees at? What trees?
Ooh. Left my boy at half court. Excuse me.
That was nasty.
Leg. It's like that little slow-mo cameo. I need that.
Yeah.
I'm saying now, once Mike hit one shot, watch how it's going to go. One shot.
Hey, we told you was going to have some content today.
Yeah, this is it. I love content,
bro.
I'll tell you that. I need it.
We got Mike and Scotty.
Oh, there we go. Here go the matchup.
Yeah, that's what we want.
I forgot they could do that over there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can knock it off.
They can hit off the rim.
For sure. D. Will wide open. My goodness.
Wide open.
Yeah.
He had a camp. He was camping out. 3 ball. He is all on Scotty. Nah, Scotty. I'm about to say.
That's tough.
Yeah, Scotty would have hit that.
Oh, yeah, it would have been. Hey, if Scotty hit that, just making a video at halftime, huh?
Mm-hmm.
that right there is the content that we need.
Oh, that was tough.
Hey, Jess, speaking of content,
Scotty ain't no slouch though. He been killing for a minute. Well, let's work.
Hey, Jess, speaking of content, I mean, for the people who don't know, about your social media, can you tell us a little bit about maybe how you got started and where you at with it now?
So the whole Filayyy thing kind of started from playing at home, kind of in the gym with my boys, and we kind of just started doing. How you in the gym and you do a move and everybody just say like a slogan or something you got after you do a move. So it was always Filayyy Mignon, and I ain't want to really be like everybody else. So I kind of like for some reason took the Mignon part out. The Filayyy kind of took his name of his own. But I feel like when I started doing like commentary with different sports, I feel like that kind of catapulted my brand to a different level, and it reached different people because everybody don't just like basketball. You got soccer fans, football fans, you have baseball fans. So I just thought about how can I get my brand out to the world, So I just started to do things that would help my brand. I would learn. I would learn football terminology. I would learn soccer terminology. I would teach myself for a week. So it gives me versatility when it's time to do other, gigs with other brands. Oh, side note. Let me see. Hey! He still got it too. That's crazy. There you go.
Oh my god.
Boy, it was up there.
That look like me.
Nah.
See, look, don't get look. Cause that's me. Leave that to me.
Cornell, your windmill be cutting across the field. You know what I mean? It don't quite
not lately. I got clips. I got clips. I got clips of Jess windmill too.
Yo, he had my legs dead when I was out there. I went back home. I felt like a bunny rabbit.
And where your clips at?
Oh, you what?
Where your clips at?
No, I ain't got no clips, man. I didn't get paid to do that.
Tough.
I ain't get paid to do that. I ain't get paid to jump.
He ran over there. 3-ball. Right back to him.
Yeah.
Let's work.
Hey, Jess, who has been some of the most interesting people that you've met? I think for me, one of the things that stood out about your content was the fact that you can actually sing, right? Yeah. A lot of people do commentary work, but you can actually sing. So who has been the most interesting person, that you've met, and, have they noticed your ability to sing? Like, has any record labels reached out to you? Has different artists reached out to you to possibly do some kind of, appearance in their song or in their concert?
It's been like, I think by far one that kind of shocked me was Wale. I'm a big Wale fan, so just my brother put me on him when I was growing up. So when he kind of was tapping into my videos, and he was like, yo, come in the studio, man, I want to do something. I'm like, don't play with me now.
That's crazy.
Like, don't play, because don't play around. But yeah, it's been a few people, and that's the beauty of this brand, man. Like, it's the opportunity where it took me, and and just the variety of people that I've met throughout the years of me doing this. It's like, I'm never seeing myself, running into KD or running into Kyrie or almost seeing LeBron, like, so those things like that is just like, those are stuff as a kid, you think about, it's so far from you, but if you actually in front of it, you will never know. So, definitely Wale for sure. Dave East definitely asked me to come on like a verse, but sometimes you don't know if a lot of people be serious or not. But I don't really pursue singing. Like, that's just something I like to do. So like, when people bring it up, I just be like, nah, I laugh it off, because that's just what I do. Because when you start singing, it's like basketball, bro. I got to put the time in. I just can't be out here singing. I got to practice, work on notes.
Right.
So it's just like, when I do something, I put my all into it. Like, people think these videos is just funny, but like, I really be doing these videos. Like, I put the time into it. I learned my terminology. I learned the way Instagram go now, and posting. So, it's like, it goes hand in hand with it. So definitely Wale for sure.
That's dope.
I'm a big Wale fan. So when he hit me up, I was just like, nah, this is dope right here.
So look, you got the shorts with all the phrases on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your most notable phrase when you out and people see you? What's your most notable one? Because I hear everybody saying tween, ain't nothing over there.
Like,
well, what's your favorite one?
I gotta say tween, because I gotta say tween. It depends. Like, over here, people love tween, but like other states and other cities and stuff I go around, they be like, yo, that skip through that lane. Now that kills me every time. So I would say tween, skip that lane, and like, ain't nothing over there.
Ain't nothing over there.
Yeah, like, Them the top 3. Cause like when I first started doing them and saying them, people were just like, like IT hit me. He was like, "Ain't nothing over there." He tagged me because his little son, and I'm just like, "Nah, this IT though. Like this is not no regular dude.
Right.
This IT saying this." So it's just like when I started to see that, I just started getting in the lab and just cooking up different, phrases so I can keep going because it's like, it's my lingo. This is not nobody else's lingo but mine. So to get people to tap in, let alone, these dudes that's playing at the highest level, it's amazing to me. Like sometimes when I do videos, I'll just be like, yo, I really put that together. That's crazy. And it takes a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be putting on, and then when it's crazy because when Swish coaches came around, I was in Cali and we just happened to be in the same workout. He didn't even know I was gonna be there. So I was with Phil, and it's just like that link up opened up, a lot of success for me learning about overseas players. And when his page blew up and the whole brand started doing this thing, it's just like it's dope because you see things from the start point, and then when you see from the start point to where it is now, it's just like, yo, that's dope. I seen him before he was already moving though. But it's just like I got to meet him before he verified, and I seen the blow up. Like I seen it. I first met him, he was at like 20K or something like that, 10K. Now it's just like verified, close to 300, K. I know he's gonna hit 1 million after a while, so I know that's where it's going. But just meeting different people from this brand, man, it's just like it's dope. So learning from who these overseas cats is, and where they play at, that's what social media brought me, and that's what my brand put me. So it's really fire, to be honest. Like it's like what your brand could do for you. It wouldn't be a brand if it couldn't bring no justice back to you. That's what I say to people. Like, what does your brand bring back to you? What value does it bring to your life? Where is it gonna put you? People be out here just doing content. Like, it's cool, it's fine, but who you helping? My content is to help kids. My content is to promote basketball players to be seen because everybody's not seen. Everybody watch the NBA. Not everybody might not tap into this. So when I post these clips of Mike James and, everybody else, Shane Larkin, I've done videos on, they like, oh, nah, overseas is real competitive basketball. I'm just trying to promote and continue to showcase people talent to the best of my ability. That's my thing. I feel like that's my calling, and it's like I use it for what it is. I'm a basketball player, so you can't tell me what I'm saying not crazy because I know 90% of the people be thinking about in their head what I'm saying. Oh, I got him on the right wing. About to kill this boy. Like they saying stuff like, but you can't really see it all the time on TV. But yeah, like that's how it be. You know how it go when you talking, especially at this level. They talking crazy. So it's just like I try to give people a mini vision of what goes on the court. That's all I would say to people. If people ask me what Filayyy is, I'm just trying to give you the mini vision of what go on this court. That's all. Let you see how I really go. Cause I don't just not do this for no reason. Oh, move your feet.
Bro, right.
Bye.
Bang!
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my gosh!
Oh
God!
Finish him! That was crazy.
D Will.
Yo, my boy said, "Come here."
That was
crazy.
Got some
content.
Got some content, boy.
Got some content.
They got to cook that up for me.
Man, these boys out here playing.
Yo, Scotty got that little skip stop. It's hard to guard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he can shoot too.
Skip, switch with his foot, it'd be over. Oh, bye-bye.
Yeah, no, Scotty a tough cover, man.
Yeah, he a tough cover, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, there's no holes in his game, right? I mean, he could go to the basket. He got mid-range. He got the three. He got the dimes.
That's from playing so long, though. He been over here so long, man. Oh, excuse me. Side step. Bye-bye. Ooh. 30-30. We got I told you. Game gonna settle down. Did Mike score yet?
Yeah, he had the dunk, right?
He got a dunk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Mike got a dunk. Let's see. Yeah, that's his only bucket right now. He's 1 for 4 from the floor, but he got 4 assists. He got 4 assists right now.
Yeah, they've doubling him off the pick and roll at the top.
Yeah, they double him. Yeah, they don't want him to score.
Yeah, I think where he's gonna find his bread and butter is in transition. I mean, so the defense don't get set, but you could tell that the coach is playing. They had a game plan for him today.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You got a game plan for him every day. Anytime you're on the floor. 30-30. Let's see who's gonna take this lead in with him at halftime.
Dwayne Bacon be cruising to me, man. I feel like he could be way more of a killer. He be cruising. You know he tough.
Yeah, nah, he got that. He just got that smooth kind of game.
That's it. Yeah,
for sure, man.
He just laid back.
You know,
Mike,
I think with with Bacon, man, I felt like if he shoots the 3 better, man. I mean I feel like that's the only thing missing from his game is being more consistent from the 3. He gets more consistent from there, man. He's tough.
You know what's crazy about I really look at this stuff because when you play basketball and you start getting to streaming and you talking for basketball, it's like these dudes be so good, but it's like basketball has its own limitations. It's like these dudes are some of the best players in the world, but they still have things they need to get better at. That's what I love about basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you could be so good at it, but it's still other attributes and stuff that you need to do to still get better. Like there's no room, there's no roof over where you can go when it comes to playing basketball. So that's why I love it. Like that's the passion. Like you could continue to work forever. And you can always get better. You're gonna be good, but it's just like Dwayne Bacon's tough, but it's like, oh, gotta shoot the 3 better. Like, it's just like those type of things. It's like if you could be that good and still have to work on something, it's just like, wow, that's crazy. That shows you how far basketball, can take you and how far you can take basketball. It's like it's no limitations on it. That's why I love it.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Unless you out there making every shot. Never turn it around.
Right.
Always something you can get better at.
Right. Always.
And that's the thing too. Is like if you just focus on what you're good at, you know what I mean. You can make a lot of money in this game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean. You ain't got to be great at everything. Yeah. You do one thing better than everybody else. You good.
Right.
That's what somebody told me. They say, look, you got to be a point guard. If you want to be a scorer, you got to be a bona fide scorer. Trust me. And I was like, you right. Oh, good pass.
Look at pass. Trey ball.
Boom.
Hey, Williams. Williams out here making plays. He got some dunks, some assists, some steals.
I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Scotty winning that matchup right now. Scotty winning that matchup.
Scotty.
Going into halftime.
Hey, Jess. So I know we got you until halftime. So before we let you go, I need an MVP and I need a prediction before we. Who you got for me? Who's your MVP so far?
My MVP, it got to be Scotty, bro. He playing defense, like he's keeping the defense. He's keeping Monaco on their toes. He's making open shots. He just made his second 3 of the game. He got in the lane before that. And he hit off the backboard, then he dimes. So, he's doing everything right now. He's showing his versatility. I feel like, Mike James is a little stagnant, but I feel like because they throwing pressure at him and it's making the other players have to do things they normally don't do because he normally be scoring. But I think MVP, right now, MVP for the first half, I think it would be Scotty. I think Derek Williams is going to come crazy in the second half for some reason. Like, that I feel like for some reason he's going to have a good game, but honestly, the way Scotty playing right now, he definitely should end up being the MVP. And I think...
All right, who going to win?
I don't know, because this is 1 point right now, so...
You got Monaco, you got Maccabi. I would say right now, is looking like Maccabi.
Yeah,
I mean,
Maccabi moving that ball.
Because I mean, Scotty's killing.
Yeah, they moving that ball crazy. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think Maccabi, they probably take it late in the second half. Oh, let me get to a bucket. Let me see something. Is it?
Mike.
Oh yeah, that might.
Oh, but but if he heat up,
heat up. That's what I'm saying.
If he heat up, it's so close, right? I mean,
it might get dark.
And is it too late for you to change? You coming to Maccabi?
Set me up.
Nah, ain't nobody backpedaling. Ain't nobody backpedaling.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you're gonna be moonwalking. I don't know.
Look.
Nah. I stand tall.
I mean,
tall. We got like 15 seconds.
The way it's looking, I feel like we getting Maccabi's best. Their best right now, and they down 2. So it's kind of tough.
I still got Mike James killing this matchup though. Don't worry about it. He ain't about to just go out like.
I mean, if he kills, then they're gonna win. Monaco's gonna win if he kills.
He had
at home too.
Oh yeah, they at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Turn me up, Scotty.
Good hands.
You see the pressure? Come on, man.
Even with that three, they offense is a little bit more fluent than Mike James and them, because they waiting for him to see what he gonna do. They are waiting for they just running the offense. Whoever get it, they score.
Good shot.
Look at this. You see that?
Missed it.
Like he missed it though. Oh.
Missed it.
So I feel like even though he make the three to end the second half, I still feel like their ball movement is way more fluent than what you say, Monaco?
Yeah, Monaco.
Monaco. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the ball movement is a little bit more like fluent than theirs. So it's like it's cool, but not in a long stretch game. Like it ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But
I'm still.
That's the end of the first. Scotty for MVP, and then who winning?
I gotta go.
You got Maccabi or Monaco?
Yeah, I got Maccabi.
All right.
They offense a little too crazy, man. Like unless Mike James, take another step to, in the second half, but it's looking like Maccabi gonna get it done because they moving the ball. Scotty getting some good shots. They finding players. They finding the open man. That's the name of the game. Find the open man, and that's what they doing. But they hanging in there though. They down 2, but hey, it's a long second half.
Nah, that's a fact, man, and that's halftime here. We got a score of 35-33. Monaco's up on Maccabi. Filayyy, we appreciate you stopping by, dropping some gems, sharing, giving us a little insight into your experience. Best of luck with your career and everything you got going moving forward.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Hopefully, some more content comes out of this game for you.
Pulling up on us.
Always, man. Any content y'all got, man, send it my way. Anytime you want to do this again, let me know, man. I'm here.
All right, no doubt. And
all right, brother.
Everybody, let's take a look at what else is going on around EuroLeague.
Drive. Determination. Dedication. Jalen Reynolds is no stranger to putting in the work.
I've been playing this game since 4th, 5th grade, and I'm finally in a position to where I'm comfortable. I just try to, focus. When I step into that, that court, you're my enemy, and I got to do everything I have to in my power to show you that you're not better than me. I think I improved a lot, more mentally than anything. I'm getting older, man, and you can never stop learning. Just keep listening, learning, keep listening, being a sponge, soaking up all this information, and just, keeping that hunger and that heart. Because without heart, what you in the game for?
Following an outstanding season in Germany, Reynolds has firmly announced his powerful presence on the EuroLeague stage.
Oh, goodness me! Jalen Reynolds, what a finish!
After an eye-catching campaign containing career bests across the board, Israeli powerhouse Maccabi Playtika Tel-Aviv re-signed Reynolds after a year away. Their ambitions to end a 6-year absence from the playoffs.
I definitely watched many EuroLeague games last season, and I was like, man, this guy came out what looks like of nowhere, but he's been, improving every season, especially when he played in Europe.
Jalen had a great season last year, but we knew that he's a really talented player, a really good player. From the moment that we signed him, I'm very happy that he's back. He's a player that always we wanted to keep in the team, and I'm very happy that we brought him back.
It's a good feeling to feel wanted, and I want to just give it back to them from allowing me to be here, and just to have this opportunity to do what I love to do. I'll go out there and I'll bring tons of energy, dunking that basketball like I do, just playing at a high level. I think that's gonna rub off on my teammates, and they see like, man, he's hungry. I feel like I'm gonna pick up where I left off, and just try to, do what I can do to help this team get further and further as we can, close to that championship.
El Chacho! Behind the back pass!
Oh, let's play word association. EuroLeague, dominant. Mike James, funny. Home, oof, miss it. Coach, great. Point scorer, point guard, I like it. In Monaco, amazing. Oh, fans, great. Personal goals, being successful. Superstitions, I think I'll keep them to myself. The season's MVP, Leo. Nah, I ain't gonna say his last name like that. I'm gonna just say Leo.
If you're an atmosphere, there's nothing quite like this place when it's rocking. The couches again upstairs and a thunder dunk from Josh Nebo!
McKissick can travel quickly. Here he goes, looking to get all the way, coast to coast. Look out! Lithuanian liftoff in Kaunas. Alley-oop, and Dorsey with the throwdown.
And we're back in the middle of this Monaco Maccabi Tel-Aviv game. We're sitting here at halftime, back with the sports physicist himself, Cornell Jenkins. Man, what did you like from that first half?
Man, I like the defense. I liked how both teams are picking up full, some even extended to the half court. And I like how they're trapping. You could just tell that both coaches actually came out with the game plan, and obviously, it's both of them are being executed pretty well. Hence, we have a low-scoring game, 2-point game. But I'm interested to see the halftime adjustments. I mean, anytime we watch a game, okay, first half, this is what they're going to give you. But in my opinion, games like this are won in the second half. So I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments Maccabi and Monaco actually makes at half. What about you?
Yeah, man, I think Maccabi's moving the ball well. I think they're getting easier shots. I think Monaco's getting a little stagnant and relying on their individual talent. So I think, Monaco's got to move the ball a little better. I think both teams are playing well defensively, and Maccabi's got to keep doing what they've been doing. But I think, even looking back to that Jalen Reynolds feature at halftime, man. One thing that's kind of crazy, man, is if you look at Jalen Reynolds' stats for this season, now he was with Maccabi back in 2019, 2020, went to Bayern, and now he's back at Maccabi, and he's a very special big. But if you look at his stats this year, he's shooting 59.8% from two, he's shooting 50% from three, and he's also shooting 87% from the free throw line. So if you look at his shooting splits, 59, 50, and 87, I don't know another big that's doing that. Even those threes might not be high volume, but still, you know what I mean?
Right.
On paper.
You still got to respect it, though.
You know what I'm saying? You got to respect it. And,
you got to respect it.
I think that's kind of that's kind of cool, man, to see bigs, doing things like that, man. The game is definitely evolving.
Like I said, I think the interesting thing about, players over in Europe, I think for me that stood out is the level of efficiency and the skill set. I mean, you see bigs, not only can they shoot threes, right, but they got the right hand hook, the left hand hook. I mean, some of the shots, I think I seen one of the players throw a hook from a free throw line. I'm like, yo, this is like you could tell that it's something that he's always done. You know what I mean? So I think to see what Reynolds been able to do is pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. And everybody back home, please continue to drop your questions and your thoughts about the game into the comments section. If you got questions for Cornell or myself, we would definitely get to them as we can. If you're looking to stream this game, you can go to EuroLeague.tv. And if you're looking for a discount, we got that for you too. We got you covered. We got a promo code Watchalong10. That's Watchalong and the number 10. You type that in, you'll get 10% off of EuroLeague TV. So head over there, check out EuroLeague.tv, or head over to EuroLeague.net, and you can catch more info, including stats, articles, a whole bunch of other stuff over there as well. But, one thing we were talking about on this watch along might have been an episode or two ago. And speaking of old episodes, if you guys want to catch Filayyy's portion of the first half, you can catch this video on demand on YouTube once it's over. At the conclusion of this game, you can go back and watch Filayy game. It's a lot of dope insight to what he does and just the impact he's had on the basketball community as of late. But going back to what I was going to say, they had we were talking about obviously like the 3-pointer has kind of changed the flow of basketball, but I think the main thing that I've seen, I think Europe has changed the basketball to how we see it today. And by that, I mean, we didn't really see bigs shooting 3-pointers. We didn't see bigs shooting 3-pointers until bigs were shooting 3-pointers in Europe. Like you start thinking about like Dirk Nowitzki and, players like that, even Sabonis, like all these bigs, all these European bigs that came from EuroLeague have made an influence on the game itself, stateside and, globally. So, I think a lot of people like to put, give ownership to Stephen Curry and things of that nature. But I think the true forefathers of this 3-point shooting era belong to the big men that came from Europe.
I mean, man, if you want to talk or even just to think about the impact that Europe has had on basketball in general, think of the Euro step. You know what I mean? Just that alone. I mean, that tells you what the impact, right? I mean, before it was your standard, right, left, lay, left, right, lay. But now you got right, step to the right, come back to the left, fall back. You know what I mean? And a lot of that, is attributed to obviously the name, right? The Euro step. So for me, like when I think about the game and the impact that the European basketball have had, I mean, to me is nothing short of amazing and it's actually inspirational because they're doing it against defense. I mean, you can play zone, you can play man, and you can knock the ball off the rim. Like, imagine, you go into the hole and you almost got to be that much more efficient. Like no rim. You want it to go straight in so no one can knock it off the rim. You know what I mean? So to me, I think that goes into the precision that it takes as far as like shot making, you know what I mean, over in Europe.
Yeah, for sure, man. You definitely want to put that ball in. You don't want it down on that rim, man.
You don't want it on the rim.
You think you got those $2 coming, man, and somebody go there and swipe it off? It's heartbreaking, man. Especially when you feel like you shot a good ball and it's like, boom, boom.
And you usually want the bounce, you know what I mean? But there ain't no bounce.
Nah. That soft touch can hurt you sometimes, man. So, it's definitely not favorable, man. But looking ahead to this second half, all right, let's play coach for a minute.
Okay.
Who are you focusing on trying to get off. Okay, let's just say you're Monaco's head coach right now. You're Bradovic.
They have a new coach, by the way.
Yeah, they do. They do. Bradovic took over a couple of weeks ago. So if you're Bradovic right now, who are you trying to make sure he gets touches early in this third quarter?
I mean, I don't think it's a secret. You got to kind of figure out how to get Mike going. I think Monaco goes as Mike goes. I think Dwayne Bacon is going to try to do what he does, but you got to figure out how to get Mike in space. I think that's kind of been what's slowing his flow, because when he's coming off the pick and roll, they're trapping him, and so some of the shots are a lot more challenging. So I will figure out how to get Mike open in space. Maybe instead of running, horns or setting a double screen, maybe I'll just do a bust screen and just try to figure out how to get him downhill. I'm outletting and trying to get him some easy buckets in transition. But I would say you got to figure out how to get Mike going. I mean, even if it's some kind of ISO on a corner where they can't send a double, you got to figure out how to get Mike going. In my opinion, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think, as you said, I mean, this bus kind of moves as Mike moves. You really need him to, start producing points and making plays. As we alluded to earlier, he's a great passer. And I think that, the way you do that is by getting – I would like to see a lot more single screen actions at the top of the key with the rest of the players a little more flat. A couple of times he was running that. He caught some top on balls, but, he was driving towards a strong side of the floor where he had two players, and it's a little easier to help and things. I think he needs that space so that way if they do double, he can get it out of his hands. Then the big can make decisions from there, because Monte Eunice is very capable of making that secondary play, as well as Will Thomas. So I think Monaco definitely needs to play with a little more space and let their bigs kind of help Mike James in the situations where they are stepping out or trapping. So
I mean, if you think about Scotty, and what he's been able to do, a lot of his stuff's been in transition. Which is space. So I think if they could get Mike in the same situation, I think it'd be great. Oh, that was nice. Great ball move.
That's nice, man. And that's one thing Maccabi was doing in that first half that looks scary for Monaco in the second half is just moving that ball, and I think it's something that Monaco is definitely going to have to, pay attention to, heading out to this second half. So, man, but it's a beautiful thing to see basketball in its purest form. Everybody touching it, ball moving, and then when you can finish it off like that Derek Williams dunk at the end of the half, I mean, that was amazing.
I feel like I've been blessed because every time I've been on here, it's been a great game. Every single time. Like, it's been a close game, a competitive game. It hasn't been, crazy blowouts. Oh man, good defense.
Yeah, let's see if Monaco can respond here. But speaking of Monaco, we got a clip from Monaco's new coach, Sasha Obradovic, and let's see what he was doing in practice.
Good. Come on. Good.
He out there moving.
He out there moving. I mean,
which one was the coach? Which one was the player?
Hey man, Sasha was a former player, man. It's always dope, man, when you can get a coach get out there and kind of show you exactly what he means. You know what I'm saying? As Monte Eunice just hits that tray ball there. You got a coach that can get out there and show you exactly what he means, especially, I think one thing we all have to understand is sometimes there's a language barrier. You know what I mean? You got players from different teams used to a different terminology, not even speaking about being from different countries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Accents, the whole 9 yards. it's tough, and I think it's really cool when you got a coach that can get out there and show you exactly what he means.
Yeah. How tough was it for you when you went to Europe?
I mean, I think the
language barrier. I hear you're French, and I've heard you been accent a little bit.
My French is trash. No, my French is trash, but I think that the language barrier itself is difficult because, sometimes a coach, is English, if they're speaking in English isn't their first language. Right. So how they say a word and how they mean it may be a little different, at times. So
right.
I think that's kind of like the toughest part. And that's why I say it's cool that he can get out there and show it as Mike James just got him a little bucket. It looks like
and he dropped
game here, man.
Yeah,
42-40. I mean, Mike got 6 assists already. He got 7.6 assists. It might and this is where I feel like the casual fan may look at this game like Mike's not doing anything, but he's definitely got his hand in the game right now with his 6 assists.
I mean, hitting the corner threes. I mean, and I think this is what's going to allow him to start scoring. You know what I mean? Because you kind of got to, you got to figure out how to impact the game in different ways. So if you could show hey, y'all double me, I'm gonna find an open man. Now his one-on-one game open up, and we already know what happens when you get on Mike's on James Island. You already know what happens.
Oh no, that's a fact. And I think the funny part is, and I've always said this in basketball, is even if, so let's just say you're not guarding Mike James. Your job is to help whoever's guarding Mike James. If your man scores because you helped, you're not going to help as much because everybody's job is to stop Mike James, and your job is to not let your man get off. So it's like if you start getting buckets, naturally you feel like you're doing something wrong, even though you were doing the game plan by helping on Mike. And yeah, that was a heck of a finish by Dwayne Bacon there. But
because those film sessions used to be long when they started showing I'm like, oh, here we go. I used to dread that. Yeah. The next day,
man,
they start, what?
Don't lie.
Right. Oh, look at that. Now it's getting downhill.
Hey, time out. Did we just see Monte
there you go.
shoot a righty touch shot?
Listen.
He's lefty.
I mean, but can we talk about how that is a tough shot? Can we talk about how he got downhill and dined him? I mean, come on, man. Hey, we should be coaching, man. I don't know. Hey.
Nah, that's a fact. Man, it's
that's tough.
That's a foul, Jello.
Yeah,
that's before the foul. Push. That's a foul before the foul.
Man, that
was a foul before the foul.
Those calls that in open gym, people used to argue like, man, I ain't even touch.
Oh yeah. Look, D Will got 3 dunks today, man.
That was a heck of, but that's a heck of a pass, man.
No, for sure, man.
I think
both teams are starting to move the ball well this half.
That lob pass started getting popular. Would you say within the last that was a nice shot. Well, maybe the last 10, 15, maybe 10 years, maybe where you hit the big.
I would say
how long?
Yeah, I would say within the last 10, 15 years, for sure. They started referring to that as the dunker spot, and because back then a lot of bigs weren't shooting the ball, and all they could do was dunk.
Right.
So you would have them in that spot, and you look at somebody like Dwight Howard used to eat off of that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of players, because it's right outside the lane. All they got to do is catch, take one step and dunk, or just catch and take the lob. And you're so low on the floor, the defense has to help up. So I think that's kind of the benefit of having a player in that space, and it becomes a little easier. So man, it's I'm liking the way this game is moving, man. We got Monaco up 51-46. 5-point game. It's It's kind of crazy to see that there's a 5-point gap, man, because both teams been playing so well in this half, man. They've been moving the ball, man. Finding nice.
Hey, Mike came out on a mission, bro. Mike came out on a mission. What he got? How many assists he have?
So Mike got 7 points. He's 7 points. He's shooting 3 for 6 from the field. He's got 8 assists right now, bro.
Dang.
Mike got 8 assists. Nobody on his team has more than one. He's got 8 of them 12 assists. Mike got 8 of them 12 assists right now. And, and I think, nobody else on Maccabi. Scotty got 3. Scotty got 15 points, though. He got 15 points.
Hey, listen. Shout out to Filayyy. My boy, he called it. My boy, hey, shout out to Filayyy. And we appreciate you being here, too. By the way, we appreciate you showing up. But, hey, he said it. He said Mike going to have to get it going, and we see what's happening. They're up right now. Yeah, they're up right now.
Got them up, man. And I think, like you said, man, I think Monaco took a good punch from Maccabi in the first half and kept it close.
Mm-hmm.
And, now Monaco's they're kind of getting settled. And but I think Maccabi is still executing well enough to keep this game close and to make another run.
You just got to hit shots.
Yeah, for sure.
And not turn the ball over. That's
shots.
pretty much what it's going to come to.
Right, and they've been hitting shots. It's just Monaco's just hit a few more threes this half than Maccabi.
Right.
So, I think that's kind of the biggest difference. Monteunitas had the tray ball, and then Parrisley hit one. So, it's just always tough. You got to stretch 5 out there. I mean,
right.
It's like, what do you do with that, man?
Who can finish with both hands?
Bro, can you imagine, if you run an on ball from the wing as a big, you got to slide over to the elbow to stop the ball and then run out to the corner to contest the 3? I'm not doing that.
Right. Hey, they yo, we don't do this.
You're not used to doing that. It's a certain level of agility to do that. To go from sliding one way and then have to sprint downhill, slow down, and then contest the shot. It's tough.
Absolutely.
It's super tough. So,
man, his vision is next level, bro. I mean, I saw him do the bounce pass to the big in the middle of the floor.
Oh, Mike got to end up on the wrong side of a tape.
Oof,
that was nice.
Hey, he held it out there too.
Nice. Yeah. Keenan Evans.
He held it out there. Hey, but it happens, bro. When you defend it, it happens, bro.
Oh, for sure.
It happens. I mean, and you playing against other great players. Oh my gosh. What a block. What a block.
But I think the tough part is you just
he's athletic, man.
Part of defense, it's ability, but it's also instinct and being able to just, anticipate what's about to happen.
Absolutely.
I don't think that
the IQ side of
any right. You can't always just read and react. You're gonna be late every time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just have to, you got to anticipate. And a lot of times you're going to guess wrong. You're going to get crossed and yanked. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just happens.
Right.
Man. So,
and some of it is watching film, right? And studying the tendencies of the players, to kind of help with the instinct, as far as when you play, the anticipation, But that caught me off, bro. I wasn't expecting that.
Nah, for sure, man. And everybody back home, let us know who you're supporting. Drop down, go ahead and write the team names that you're supporting in this game or even EuroLeague in general. I know sometimes you guys like to put the different color circles and hearts and stuff like that. Y'all can let us know where y'all supporting and, who's y'all favorite EuroLeague teams. And, we'll do the same. Let's get this conversation going.
It's tough.
They scrapping. We got a 3-point game. They scrapping.
So let me ask you something. As a player, you gave a team your best punch, or you took the team's best punch, and you have it, a close game, 2 or 3 points. What do you what's your mentality going into the second half?
Man, going to the second half, it's you got a whole lot of confidence, man. It's just like, yo, we took their best punch, and we right here. They're not gonna play like this the whole game, and that's where, if everybody truly believes that, you can go and you can go and make things change in the second half. And I think that's what Monaco's done now, is they're out to a 5-point lead. But going to the comments. Justin Miller was having Justin. He's supporting Monaco. Tyler Briggs is a Mike James fan supporting Monaco. Everybody else, let us know who y'all supporting, man. It's dope to see we got some Monaco fans out there. And anybody get the travel bug, you must go to Monaco. Check out a EuroLeague game if you're there, but definitely go to Monaco, man. It's definitely a sight to see, man. It's definitely one of my favorite cities in Europe. It's amazing, man. The gym right there by the water. It's nice. Real nice. But
man, they on the floor. That's what I'm talking about.
That's EuroLeague basketball, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
EuroLeague basketball. And if
they play every game
teams that are towards the bottom.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They playing it like it's their last. Like, this is what I like. Look at them guarding up there.
All right, but time out though. Underrated Paris Lee's defense. He done got deflections on Scotty. He done got deflections on Scotty dribbling at least 3 times. At least 3 times this game, man.
Yeah.
Paris Lee, underrated. I see.
Hey, and as a ball handler, you think about that.
Oh yeah.
That's like, hold on, man.
Yeah, you gonna dribble a little lower, you know what I mean? It's
turn that shoulder a little bit. Yeah,
exactly. You
call for that screen,
ball, man.
Right, hey, go get right here,
ball, man. That's when you really pull your big to the side, like, hey, bro, you gotta hit him. You gotta hit him. You got that side combo with your big, like, he ain't doing right. If you hit him, I can hit you.
For real. You gotta really hit him. For real.
Oh, man, you gotta do that.
Hey, this might just be something that I noticed, but like one thing that I've seen from especially in Europe, almost everybody got like a beautiful
I'm glad he didn't make that.
Oh yeah.
Bad.
I was saying the shooting forms in EuroLeague are elite, man. Like every time someone shoots, I think it's going in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think in EuroLeague, by far, I don't care if you're a local player or from a foreign country, you got to be able to shoot the ball. I mean, everybody shoots it a little bit, unless you're just a heck of an athlete, an elite athlete.
Right.
You got to be able to shoot the ball. And again, going back to like we were saying, as far as like how Europeans have changed the game into this 3-point shooting game that it is now, I think that's what it is. They kind of set the precedence. Like, yo, if you can't shoot this ball, you can't play in this league. So, yeah, everybody does have good form, even though you got misses like that. It looks good leaving the hands.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no, that's
I wonder. I probably got to do some research on it, but I wonder what like the bigs. I mean, because it's not common for a footer to shoot threes, right? So I wonder what kind of sparked that. Maybe they were guards and they just kind of grew and was like, look, I'm still gonna shoot threes.
Hey man, when I was hooping in Europe, I was talking to one of my coaches. I was like, yo, why is it that Europeans can shoot so well? Like, generally speaking. And, he had spent some time in the States, and what he was saying is like, he was saying in Europe, we shoot with a small ball until we're like 15 years old. You know what I mean? So, whereas in the States, you got little kids 6 years old grabbing the big basketball.
Right, so they're shooting from the
catapult, they're just throwing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas they spend a lot of times until the guys are obviously, more developed and strong enough to shoot the bigger ball. And I think with that smaller ball, they're able to develop the form and maintain it. over the course of,
makes sense.
let's just say, a lifetime. So, I think that was really interesting, and I think that's why Europeans are generally known as better shooters than Americans. But let's see. Tyler Brick says, I was watching the CBA, and those guys can shoot the lights out. Yeah, man, I think there are, there's shooters all over the world, man. I mean, basketball, if you want to play basketball by yourself, I mean, you're not just about to move the ball around the court all day. Like, you going to shoot it, right?
Oh, he's standing top. Right. Right.
You got to shoot it, man. But, there's some great shooters, man, everywhere. And I feel like when you don't have that athletic ability, you got to shoot it. And you're not always going to have that athletic ability. So, some people don't get it too.
And I think that there's something psychologically gratifying about making the shot. I mean, I know for me, it was like therapeutic for me. I'll have a tough day and I'll just go to the court by myself and just shoot. And then I'll leave the gym and I'm like, I feel better. You know what I mean? So it's just something about being able to hit shots, especially nowadays. It's extremely popular. I mean, years ago it was about the crossover, right? Like, oh, you got crossed or dunked on. But now it's like I see people go crazy over a three.
Yeah.
That's a great pass, man.
That was a great pass and a great take, man. Who found it? Was that James?
Yeah.
Mike James made that pass? And that was a great find. That was a great find by Mike. But great find, great pass, great finish. Well,
I don't think people know how tough it is to make that pass. I mean, you got people with long wingspan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's
that's
leaning
a tough
back.
pass.
He's leaning back so he doesn't get it.
He's
leaning back so he doesn't
across the court.
Across court, for sure.
With a zip. It had a zip on it. And accurate. Like, that's a tough pass, bro.
Indeed.
That's elite.
Indeed. This is all right. So this is one thing. This is one thing I always wonder about. So I remember back in the day when I was in college, Kevin Love used to throw a chest pass from the baseline. He would make it into the other basket, like 94 feet.
Yeah.
And so I look at that Mike James pass, and what muscle group really gives you the strength to make those type of passes, long distance, on the point with zip? Is it the arms? Is it the core? What is it?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, it's so hard. It's hard to isolate one thing.
We got the end of the third quarter. We at the end of the we at the end of the third quarter. We got a score of 56-51. Monaco's up on Maccabi, and that is we got a lot of tough performances right now. We got Scottie Wilkins sitting at 15 points right now. Donatas Montejunas has 16 for Monaco, and Mike James. I mean, it might be quiet to y'all. He's got 7 points, but he also has 10 assists. And I want to say he has 2 turnovers. 10 assists, 2 turnovers.
That's elite. 5-1?
That's a lovely, lovely assist to turnover ratio.
That's a lovely ratio.
Let's not discredit, Mike James' game right now, because he's definitely doing his thing. Everybody back home, if you have the chance, please go sign up for the EuroLeague Fantasy Challenge. It's free of charge. You get it's the first chance for EuroLeague fans to select, build your own team, trade players, kind of be a GM and compete against your friends. Go over there, sign up, have a good time. It's fantasychallenge.euroleague.net. And if you want to watch this game and many more, please go to EuroLeague.tv. We have a promo code, Watchalong10. That's Watchalong and the number 10. That excludes those of you that live in Italy and Spain, though. But trust me, it's definitely worth the price. You can watch many EuroLeague games all at once. It's really cool. So please head over to EuroLeague.tv and check that out. But going back to the conversation. So so where do you think the strength comes from to make those type of passes like Mike James just made there to the corner to Dwayne Bacon?
Like I said, man, I think it's hard to isolate one muscle group, right? Because you have the chest, you have the back. I mean, even just be able to balance, right? To be able to balance and then throw it out. But if I had to, let me ask you this: did he take a step or it was just feet planted, throw it out? Because I seen
step
both
forward.
versions.
He just took feet planted. I've seen him take one step forward and launch it. Kevin Love, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, you got, a predominant group would be the chess, core, obviously, and then, obviously balance, just be able to take that step.
Okay.
Even just the wrist, you know what I mean? To be able to snap the wrist to put some zip on the ball. But a lot of it is just the energy transfer, they basically integrating the full body into a unit. I mean, and he was a big dude too, right? I mean, he was what, like 6'8", maybe 6'9", like
6'10", yeah. But he's
so, I mean, and to see Mike doing it is pretty impressive too. But Mike's a pretty big dude too. I mean, as far as like size wise.
For sure. Mike is he's definitely a strong guard. So, it's just interesting, man, just to see how certain players pass the ball. And that's one thing that I look for in good passers is how they zip the ball. Like, there's one thing to find the pass, make the pass, but then there's also timing of the pass.
Absolutely.
That's a tough finish by Alpha Diallo. But I'm telling you, man, Diallo
and I was
going to
say,
man.
I was going to touch on, there is a little physics involved too. You know what I mean? To get that speed, to get that zip, that snap, there is a little physics involved too, which is pretty. It's pretty interesting, and I'll get in that to you another time because right now this is a good game. So, so let me ask you this: in order for Maccabi to mount a comeback, what do you think? What do you think has to happen?
Man, Scotty's gotta create some offense. You know what I mean? I think in the first half, Maccabi had a great balance of, Scotty creating offense and then their offense creating offense. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that's good.
I think, right now, you need your star players and your creators to go out and create because the team's out of rhythm. They're in a little bit of a lull. So yeah, man, I would definitely try to get Scotty the ball in some open space. Just kind of operate from there. I think one thing I've always thought Maccabi should have been doing, and this has been over the course of this year, is run a little more pick and rolls with Derek Williams. Force that power forward to either switch or take a step and then have to recover on Derek because he's such a good ball handler and passer. You know what I mean? And if he catches the ball in a closeout situation, man, he gets a step or two. It's lights out from there. So.
So you saying Scotty with Derek Williams?
Yeah, with D-Will.
Where would you run it at?
Yeah. I like everything at the top of the key. But, I mean, I don't think you could go wrong. I don't think you could go wrong doing it out on the right side of the floor either and having Derek in a pop situation so he could drive baseline with his right hand. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways you could run it, but I think just getting D-Will some space and some movement into some closeout situations. They've been having him kind of spacing a lot lately. And, I think – but, you got Dwayne Bacon on him right now. So, I mean, it'll be easy switch for him, which is and
he's dangerous off the triple threat. Right.
For sure. That's great defense. That's great defense by D. Bacon. A tough shot by Scotty Wilkinson. Scotty made that with his left, bro. He's skilled. Scotty made that with his left.
But where's the help defense, right? That's nasty.
Yeah. But how I get at the end of the clock, Alpha Diallo's hooping low key. You know how it is at the end of the clock, man. Everybody start hugging their man, but going quick to the YouTube comments. Looks like we got Olympiacos fans, Stathis, Ballas. Tyler Briggs says, how do you guys feel about Derek Williams? He says he thinks Jalen Reynolds is better than Williams. Man, that's a great question, man. That is tough
because Reynolds shooting it well.
But I think Jalen Reynolds too. He scores a lot. He scores a lot in the paint. I like Derek Williams' versatility though. That's what intrigues me most about him. And then just my personal opinion, I feel like Maccabi could use him in a lot more ways than they do.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, when you got Jalen Reynolds, you obviously want to make sure you share the sugar, and get him touches as well. But I mean, me personally, I like Derek Williams' versatility, but I think Jalen Reynolds does present a different set of problems for you.
Right.
And he's versatile too, don't get me wrong. But I mean, D Will, he's borderline. He borderline could be a 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that Maccabi just has this type of offense where everybody's sharing the ball and, a lot of people touch it. So, it's not as beneficial to show off D Will's skill set, in my opinion.
Right. And I think a lot of it, is matchups, right? It's depending on who you're playing against. For sure. That's tough.
That left hand straight out of your bag.
Nah,
Cornell Jenkins bag.
I don't even lay the ball up. I don't even lay the ball up. I dunk everything.
All right, man. Let's go back to the game. 52-55. Monaco's up 7 points against Maccabi Tel-Aviv. I need Maccabi to make a little comeback, man. Let's make this a game. See if Scotty getting my open look. Boom, right on cue. Scotty right on cue.
Man, listen. Hey, the first time they played, he was doing this, going left, going right in transition. I'm like, yo. I mean, that's impressive, bro.
Talk about the differences you've seen between the first time these two teams play versus this game. What are you seeing? What similarities and differences are you seeing?
So similarities, I mean, Scotty's doing what Scotty's, been doing. I think this game he's a little bit more. He has a quiet. I mean, how many points does he? What, like 20?
He got 18 now, I think.
18.
He's at 17. Excuse me, he's at 17. Right
17. So he has a quiet 17. The other game, I mean, he went for like 37, but it was like loud though. I mean, he's coming off the picks.
20. My fault.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm like,
my box score. My box score is a little slow. My bad.
Man, you got that dial-up internet, man. Man, cause I'm like, I know he got like 20, but I remember like the first game. It was a loud 37. I mean, he's coming down, and you know, like, yo, I'm here. Mike took a little bit longer to get going. I think it's like the fourth quarter, maybe the last like 4 or 5 minutes. He didn't have the best shooting game, but today, the biggest difference to me is Mike James and the defense. I think that they prepared for Scotty's 37. And, you can see them picking up full and trapping the double team, when they remember. But Mike is a difference maker. I mean, the 5-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, you said he has 10 assists, 2 turnovers. I mean, he's not scoring at a high clip, but,
right.
That's tough. But, I mean, and last game, he shot a lot of those shots. Deep threes, falling out of bounds. This game, he's going to the hole. When they're collapsing, he's kicking out to the corner, to the wings. And then you get one of those here and there, but it was predominantly a lot of threes from Mike last game that just weren't falling.
Mm-hmm.
But so, I mean, he's playing phenomenal right now. He's playing phenomenal right now. Phenomenal basketball.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I think, it's always interesting, the first time you play a team and then, that second round, it's like, how do you adjust? And,
right.
I think Monaco, and Maccabi, have definitely made adjustments. I mean, you look at that last possession of Mike James shooting the long three. I mean, early in that possession, Zisic had to go out and trap Mike almost a half court and sprint back down to the bucket. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can see that, that game plan is definitely in effect, man. Stop these two players at all costs, and let's see what everybody else does. But
the assist. No, you didn't. Come on.
Yeah, you did.
Come on. Come on, man.
He did.
Come on, man. Wow.
Yeah, Mike just hit some crazy stuff.
Wow. So he got a double-double now, right? 10 points, 11 assists?
Yeah. 10 points, 11 assists, man. Yeesh.
Hey.
Mike start hitting stuff like that. That's deflating,
Listen.
bro. Great defense. 2 bodies on him. Deflating.
So, look, let me ask you something. So, Mike got 11 assists and 10 points. As a player, you was a player. You were a former player. Which is harder to do? Get a bucket, a rebound, or an assist?
Man, I think getting the depending on your players around you, man, sometimes getting the assist, you can't control what somebody's going to do with the ball once you get it to them.
Right.
You know, I think as a scorer, you know how to get your buckets, and you're going to score a lot of buckets. Right. But getting those assists are tough. That's a tough take by Scotty Wilbekin.
Man, they going, hey, this is a game.
This is definitely a game. 67, 62. Man, this is a game, man. Hey, I don't think Maccabi going to sleep, man. Mike got 2 straight buckets, which is worrisome for Maccabi. And as you see, they're about to throw that double team at him. But
yeah, but listen. Man, after that turnaround three off the double team, I'm heat checking. I'm coming down. I'm gunning.
Nah, for sure. And I think that's what Zeke should start on that switch, and then Mike was able to get the low by, man. But yo, man, hey, everybody back home, get your final predictions in, man. I'm gonna let y'all get them in a little late after the bell. 67, 62. So I'm gonna let y'all let me know who y'all think gonna win now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll call it square, but let us know who y'all think gonna come out on top of this game, man. I think
we gotta ask them when the score ties up.
Nah, man. I mean, you know, everybody likes a discount. We're gonna give them a discount. They want to take the front runners. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let them be front runners today. You know what I mean? It's the holiday season. Why wouldn't we? Who would we be not to let them, you know, go with the winners? Who would we be? You know, so it's all good, man. Paris Lee picks up that foul, man. Paris Lee,
he hot,
man. As an on-ball defender, I mean, obviously you got the foul right there, man. But he's been doing a really good job defending.
Right.
We got 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. Scotty Wilbekin's at the line. Monaco up 67-62. If Scotty can knock down these free throws, that'll help bridge the gap a little bit. If Scotty hits the first, it's now 63-67 with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. But
and it's funny because you're saying that, you know, he's a good defender, which he is. I mean, but yeah, I mean, that just tells you how good Scotty is, right? I mean, we got what, 22, 23, 24, right?
You know, my box score will be a little laggy, so, you know, I'm gonna let you know in a minute. But nah, for sure, man. I think he got 24. But I think for sure, I think that you know, I think Paris is a great defender, and I think, you know, Scotty is just a great offensive player, and he's having a great game. You know what I mean? I think, you know, you can play the best defense in the world, but on a guy that's having a great shooting night, it really doesn't matter. And, you know, as we saw with that Mike James shot and, you know, some of the plays that Scotty's been able to make. I mean, he's made tough shots. He made a lefty floater with his left hand. Like,
yeah, crazy.
I mean, he's been making some tough shots. And it's like, you know, it's good defense, just better offense.
Right.
Ain't nothing you can do about that. You know what I mean? So it's
I think one thing that I like about, you know, these games, you know, because I think there's a difference between athleticism and skill. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I think you're able to see a balance of, you have, you know, players are athletic, but they're also skilled. I mean, you're seeing him come off, you know, they're shooting the tray ball, you know, you got the lefty floater, right floater, you know what I mean? And so I think and then you get a windmill, like you said, from Derek Williams, you know. So I think there's a great balance of everything within these two teams and in Europe in general. And they put them back at the line too.
Man, I think in a lot of ways with the style of play in Europe, I think when you got like quick guards, like let's say like a Mike James or Scotty Wilbekin or Shane Larkin or those type of players, even Mičić down in Ephes, I feel like these guys that are known as quick, fast guards, they're even like more agile in a sense because the floor is crowded and you're constantly in between that sprint, stop, got to change directions in tight spaces as opposed to like, you know, a spread environment like other leagues. You know, I think that, you know, your athleticism almost has to be even more elite in EuroLeague compared to, you know, a lot of other leagues. And how is that not a foul on that lob?
Oh my gosh.
That's definitely low.
Well, yeah, that's tough. I mean, to your point, they're doing it with the ball. It's one thing to like play football, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. Continuation? You don't count that? Oh, you gotta count that.
Yeah,
that was nice. That was a great finish, man. All in transition too. Who made that pass? Come on, Mike.
Hey, but I think D Will got fouled over there on that lob, man.
Yeah.
You got to think the defender's body's going this way, like you're going into the guy who's jumping straight up to the rim.
Did Mike get
like
fouled?
there's got to be a foul
on the three?
He might have got fouled.
Yeah,
which three? A couple times ago. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see
the play that led to the
lob. I don't know. I just seen the live, bro. I just seen the live. There's a foul on the live. If I'm the ref, quit asking me questions. If I'm the ref, I'm the internet ref. I'm the cyber ref everybody complains about. All right? I saw the live. That was a foul that was missed. That's all we're talking about. All right? Quit bringing up over.
I mean, I'll say it might have been a makeup call or a no call. But you at home. So calls might go your way a little bit more at home.
Hey, we need to get a EuroLeague ref on the Watchalong, man, and talk about some of these calls, man. I want to know if makeup calls exist. You know what I mean? Do they feel like, okay, I messed up. Let me go make this one up. I gotta get a. Yeah,
there go your boy.
We definitely gotta. There you go. Man, all right. We got under 3 minutes left. Alpha Diallo, tray ball. Man.
Bro, did you see the pass?
Mike with another zip.
Come on, man. What?
Bro.
And he walked in. And look, he already started walking the other way. He's like, come on, man. Stop playing with me. Hey, Filayyy gonna have fun with this dime.
Listen. At the end of this game, I'm gonna make a Mike James assist highlight because it needs.
You have to, bro.
It needs to be talked about, like the difficulty of these passes, man. Oh, they just saw that Derek Williams dunk.
That was crazy.
He punched it on Montejunas, man. My goodness. D Will is tough. But nah, I mean the difficulty of passes that Mike has done in this game is
the hook pass across the court, bro. What?
Bro, like all the passes got zipped though. It's not even like
it's crazy
throwing lollipops out there. Nah.
I mean, was that a no look? Like, did he? I mean, bro. Yeah, we gotta have Filayyy. Filayyy gonna have to. He got some content, man. So I'm excited to see. You know.
Yeah, he definitely gonna have some content, man. He got Mike he got the bucket, he got the turnaround, but I've been real impressed with the way he's been managing this game, passing the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, man. And Tyler Briggs said, I think EuroLeague has some good quality basketball. Now that's for sure, man.
For sure.
He said, Tyler Briggs said, Mike James Bullet Passer Hall of Fame. That's a fact. That is definitely a fact. That is definitely a fact.
One thing I like about both of these guards, Mike and Scotty, they seem so poised. I wouldn't know who's winning and who's losing just because they're just so even kill. You know what I mean? And I think as a player, you know, that's huge. Like you don't you don't see the emotion, you know, whether it's a good call, bad call, whatever it is. They just next play and they still perform. And I think that's super cool.
I think a lot of that comes with experience, though. It's like once you done been in the battlefields and these tough games and these tough situations, time after time, I think that you know what to expect. You know what you've seen it all before, and you know that you got to stay calm and just do what you do. And I think that when guys start pressing, that's kind of when they start playing outside themselves, and that's when things get a little dicey. But yeah, man, Zizic just hits that free throw, so we got a score of 73-67. Monaco is up, and we got under 2.5 left, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Monaco with the ball.
Here we go.
73-67.
They pick it up full. Hold
Mike
on now. Let me get my watch home.
Mike waved him down. Scotty came running over there for help.
Man.
Tip bang.
You see how he attacks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I like Dwayne Bacon, man. He's been, you never know how, guys are going to adjust when it's their first time playing in EuroLeague, but he's adjusted, pretty fast. And I think that he's been playing to his strengths. He's been attacking closeouts, as he does so well. And, he's able to attack the closeout and kind of slow down and get to that Euro step, we had talked about before. But, yeah, man, as we're coming down to the final 2 minutes, 74-67. All right, Maccabi, you don't need some tray balls. So let's say I would run with a small lineup and put Calario and Scotty in a pick and roll. Because I don't think you got to – Zicic's not shooting that three ball like that. Yeah, see, that's why you need that stretch five, man. You might as well put Reynolds back in the game.
Yeah.
In case they
tried to run what you just said.
Yeah, I seen it.
Too much time going off.
Man, way too much time. We got a minute 40 now. Got a minute 40 left.
Tough.
74-67. Monaco with the ball. Monaco's up right now.
Yeah, you need some quick hitters, man. Maccabi needs some quick hitters.
Turnover.
Now they sent the double. That's tough. That would have been big. All right, slow it down. You don't need much. Just
Yeah. That would have been big. If he'd have hit that three on the fast break, that would have been big.
Yeah.
Tough decision, man. Tough decision. And then they take the foul. So 74-67. We got a minute and 12 left of this game. Monaco is up against Maccabi. Let's see how this one finishes out. I think Monaco just needs to. They can knock down free throws, man. They pretty much got this game in the bag. But you never know, man.
I've seen some crazy stuff, man. I've seen some crazy things happen. A minute 12 is still a lot of time. But I mean,
indeed.
And the way that they shoot the tray ball, anything can happen. But 112, it's tough, man.
Yeah, that's tough, man. It's we got a 9-point game. Maccabi misses this one. They need a tray ball.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what action they're gonna run. Okay, run off the
Scotty tray ball.
Tough.
Got him.
Telling you.
I
seen some stuff happen, bro. I seen some things happen. That was 10 seconds.
Right, we got a 6-point game. 76-70. We got a close game. What's the what the clock was at?
It was at 112. That was at 102.
Right now. Okay, we at 102. Man, all right. Yo, we at 102.
Took 10 seconds.
76-70. We got a game, man. They gonna let's see here.
So do you foul? Do you foul? If
that's what I was just thinking about. Like, do you foul right here? I mean, you
try to get a steal.
No, I'm not fouling. You
try to get a steal. You try to.
I'm not fouling. It's a minute 12 left. It depends on who catch the ball.
No, it's a minute. It's a minute 2 left. It's a minute 2 left.
I mean, a minute 2 left. Excuse me. Minute 2 left. Minute 2 left. I'm not fouling. I'm gonna get a stop, try and get another 3 ball, and then we'll play the foul game. But
I don't know. I mean, right, I'm gonna try to get it still in half court. I'm picking up full. I'm gonna try to get a deflection. I mean, you gotta get a stop, man.
Yeah, you gotta get a stop.
This is tough. This actually,
you're gonna need a stop.
This actually is a tough scenario.
You're gonna need a stop regardless. You're gonna need a stop regardless at a certain point.
Yeah, you don't give them. I mean, unless
they gotta go full court. I'd rather get the stop right now. So
yeah.
They're trying to
they got
the steal.
I can see that.
They got the steal.
Oh my gosh. That was tough.
He got the steal. Crazy things happen. 56 points.
I'm telling you, bro.
Left. 76-70. Scotty Wilbekin at the line. See, that's what I'm saying.
And you get 2 without the clock.
Foul.
Without the clock.
Yeah, without the clock move. That's why I say you don't foul, man. Just
that's what I said. Yeah, hey, I had to think about it, but hey, it made sense.
It was too early. Like, I'd rather get the stop first. And
they trapped at the baseline. That's tough. So now you got an extra defender, which is smart.
Yep. Okay, we got a 4-point game.
Okay, now, hey, I seen some crazy things happen.
Driving foul. Dwayne Bacon gets fouled at the bucket. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul.
That's crazy.
See, that's where, like, if the big would have tried to take the charge, if the big would have tried to take the charge right there, he wouldn't have got the charge, but Bacon probably would have missed that layup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
That would have been a tough layup because he was going to shoot that with his right hand going left. He would have missed that.
Right.
He would have missed.
Man, this is a game, baby. Okay, 5 points. Come on.
5 points. 51 seconds left. 5 points. 51 seconds left. Slapped it off. Slapped it off the rim. Free throw.
Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. They gonna run the same play. There you go. Have them come off. Receive baseline. Oh no, you didn't.
Scotty's off.
Oh,
Scotty's off.
I was about to say,
you got a foul.
If he hit
now
that,
you got a foul. Now you got a. Hey, Scotty would have.
They had a chance. They had a chance to make it to tie it, at least to make it close.
Nah, for sure, man. But he got to make this free throw though. Okay, miss one.
Now it's getting interesting.
Okay, it's still 2-possession game, man. 6 points.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a lot of time left.
It's still a lot of time. I wouldn't even call timeout. I'd just run it.
Yeah, run the same play. I mean, we know who the ball's going to. You know, Okay, so you back to where you started. You know.
Okay. To the cup, layup.
That's not bad. All right, here we go. It took 7 seconds.
Bartomeu with the layup. Okay, so now we got 78-74.
Oh.
78-74. What's 23 seconds left? 78-74. It was a nice finish. DiBartolomeu, he's known as like a defender, but he can get to it too. He can definitely get to it. So let's see what they shoot. You got to make free throws now. Leo Westerman I don't think he's missing those though.
Nah.
He ain't gonna miss these free throws. 79-74.
Right.
23.
And it's not even
like
much pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. While we got a second, everybody back home, let us know who your MVP of this game is. And we'll let you know who we're thinking at the end of it as well. We got a lot of good performances this game, man. It's been a really good game. I'd like to know who you guys think the MVP of this game is. But 23 seconds left. Let's see what Maccabi can cook up here in this last possession. Scotty for another 3-ball. No good.
Yeah.
No good. Yeah, it looks like this one's over. 80-74.
Still a great game.
Seconds left. Man, it was. It was definitely a great game, man. I think he hits one of these free throws, man. This game is over. But it's definitely been a good game. Who's your MVP of this game?
Man, you got to go with Mike, bro. I mean, I think the difference from this game, like I said, versus last game, this game, you could tell that he made a point to take control of the game. He managed the whole, I'm talking about from the first quarter to now, he managed the pace, he managed everything of the game. And so I think, to me, I got to give it to Mike. I mean, he had 13 and
13
12
assists,
maybe?
12 points.
12
points,
yeah.
13 assists.
12 points, 13 assists, yeah. So, I mean, just to see, I don't think people realize how hard it is to have 13 assists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even if you make a great play, they still have to hit the shot. And as I will say, maybe 4 or 5 of those assists were 3-pointers, right? I mean, he had a couple from the corner, skip, hooks. So I would say Mike, hands down. I mean, and you could tell the difference. He played better and they won. Last game, Scotty played better and his team won.
Right.
So I would definitely give the nod. And then Scotty killed, though. Don't get me wrong. But
31 points.
Mike,
31 points sound like killing to me.
Yeah, I mean, but in my mind,
Scotty did the
victory
same too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to go
the victory.
And
I'm always going with the victory for sure. But
how many assists did Scotty have?
Scotty had 4 assists.
So look. So if you think about the assists that Mike had, they kind of had equivalents in points, right? I mean, if you look at 13 assists, I mean, he accounted for
points.
just as many points.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Even more. I mean, I think I think Mike is definitely the MVP. I mean, he took over the second half. I mean, he had I think he only had 4 assists at half. So, if you look at the amount of assists that, he accrued in the second half, man, I mean, yeah, he's definitely my MVP as well. But everybody back home, I appreciate y'all watching this game. Man, Cornell, like to give a big thanks to Jesse Jones, also known as Filayyy, for stopping by and showing us some love. Cornell, I appreciate you stopping by as well, and tapping in with us once again, man. It's always a pleasure. And everybody back home, please like and subscribe on the EuroLeague YouTube channel. If you want to go watch this episode again or any episodes from before, you can go log on to EuroLeague's YouTube channel. You can find all of those there. We hope you all have a safe and happy New Year. We'll catch you guys January 7th. We got another great game for you guys, Olympiacos versus Zalgiris. And but yeah, everybody be safe. Have a good time, everybody, and we'll catch y'all next week. And we're out.
Right. Happy New Year.